What's up, TIW Mafia? It's the Yeti. I'm hanging out here, kind of flying solo, kicking it this week. Rucker, that's for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a partisan hometown crowd.
Partisan.
Partisan. Are you kidding me? The only thing
I am so ready for Money in the Bank. We wanted to try this out. Do some predictions here. As always, please follow us at 3 Hours Boys with a Z.
In front of his hometown followers.
God, I miss CM Punk. Listen to that.
This is what John Cena is going to have to try to overcome. Well, in Chicago,
Rucker, just for you. Marty, just for you. Behind the ropes, folks. They're going to be making some noise here real soon. Until then, hey, let's kick this off and see if we can't figure out exactly what it is I'm doing with this new software that I'm doing. For most of you that are going to listen to this podcast, you could also view this on the YouTube channel. JP knows more about that. I'm obviously ill-prepared. So again, up there on the top at 3 Irish. The Irish Whip, look at that. Ronda Rousey pointing to us. We predicted the fact that Rousey was going to make it. Didn't we, JP? I mean, that was just... Oh, man. Yeah. And it brings us here. Man, this is where we're at. It's the Yeti. I'm here. This right here, all this stuff is what the boys have asked for. So, folks, that's us right there. I'm the Yeti. I'm going to run through the predictions here real quick. Make it as short and sweet as possible because, again, most of my picks come from a Mark's point of view. As most of you know, I watch pro wrestling, and my pro wrestling is different than most people's pro wrestling because I live in BFE up here in Montana, Aspenwall Mountain Wear, and I don't get the chance to view it like most people do. And it's only through television that I get to watch pro wrestling. I've been a fan forever. I was fortunate enough to just be introduced to it at a young age, and I'm very passionate about it, and thus you see this fun stuff down here for the boys. I'm going to run down the card, see if I can make some picks. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just, like, for those that get to see this as I do this. So I'm wearing my official Baron Corbin shirt that I purchased. I can't remember when that was, JP. We're going to have to look. I purchased that the night that he won. And I didn't think he was going to win. Like, I thought there was no way. And I'm like, as a Mark, there's no possible way. But I forget, like, end of days, Baron Corbin, NXT, all of it, culminating into where we're at now. After the predictions, I'm going to pose a question. A question I've been wondering about for a while that incorporates Chikara into a lot of what the WWE is trying to accomplish, and you can see that with the Cruiserweight Championship, Cruiserweight Championship going on again right now, is an open need for maybe a point system. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a quick break here, and let's not take a break. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna try and do this the best that I possibly can, only because limited information, man. That's just where I'm at. I'm limited with the information that I have, and what information I do have is speculation at best because I spend my time Action Arcade on Saturday mornings with Chikara and doing that stuff. This is more for the individuals. You guys are going to start hearing some pretty cool interviews come through, and thus you see this down here, where is me and Daniel Bryan Danielson, however you would like to talk to him or speak to him. Man, him and Drew, I missed, if you guys didn't get to see Drew do his stuff so far during this pandemic, make sure you go follow Drew Gulak. That's at Drew Gulak, Gulak. And practice his exercises. So I guess here's the thing, man. It's WWE, just they are what they are. They haven't really skipped a beat from anything that they're really trying to accomplish. They are the beasts that they are. The difficult part is that in the WWE, we as the WWE universe make up what is the WWE. You guys are seeing exactly what happens when there is no fan interaction. The WWE is not the WWE without the WWE universe. Doesn't happen. AEW, different story maybe, because a lot of those individuals are fanatic, man. Just the way it is. Suitor. Those boys over on Smart to Death. Talking Maniac boys. Even Boot to the Lace boys. Crazy. Anyway, predictions here. So basically everything's shut down. We're in a pandemic. WrestleMania 36, 2 nights over the WWE Performance Center, done. Money in the Bank is now up. And JP and I talked about this a couple weeks ago as far as the quarantine and this being in, I don't know, JP thought it was going to take place in the actual Stanford. I don't know. I'm going with this as a WWE Performance Center pay-per-view, right? I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe not. All I know is, well, hold on. Let me make sure. Let me go. Okay. So it's a unique twist. They added... Okay. The Money in the Bank matches aren't taking place inside the WWE. They're going to... Oh, simultaneously, corporate headquarters. Okay. Simultaneously, corporate headquarters. Sorry, folks. Had to use my phone a friend in my ears there. Briefcases up for grabs on the rooftop. What's more, for another historical first, both men's and women's Money in the Bank matches will be taking place at the same time. What? Oh. Gotcha. We are right, JP. You were right. You were right, JP. Oh, man. He's good. So, I guess let's run on the card. What we're going to expect, what we're going to see. This is kind of where I get to play with the new stuff, see if I can figure it out. You guys got to come along for the ride. If you're just listening to the podcast on Spreaker, thank you, Spreaker, as always. You can go over to our YouTube channel. Also, this is more than likely going to be part of our website, which is pretty lame because I do it anyway, but it's out there. So, WWE Money in the Bank 2020 match, men's Money in the Bank. So you see Daniel Bryan, Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, King Corbin, Otis, and somebody else. Right? As of right now? That's all I know. Daniel Bryan is first up. Got his Money in the Bank bid on the April 17th SmackDown. Raw, there were 3 qualifying matches. Rey Mysterio defeated Murphy. Aleister Black beat Austin Theory. Shout out to WWE and the Evolve folks down there. Big things happening. Anthony Green at Retro AG. Apollo Crews advanced over. Good to see MVP. That next week, Corbin defeated Drew. What's up, Drew Gulak? Wrestle Factory grad. Earned his way into the match. Otis defeated Dolph Ziggler. And I think that leads us here. I guess if you guys are... Tweet me if I'm wrong. I'm the mark here. So I'm just trying to remember I don't get into the whatevers. Love Otis, man. I love Aleister Black. Like to see Ray in there. I'm good. It's nice to see that he's being taken care of. Daniel Bryan, I really am a fan of, but this is Baron Corbin all day long. That's just the way that it is. It's built up. It's got the shirt on, and we're going. That's 100% where I'm going. So here we go, folks. You've been waiting for the transition. Here I am, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of all this cool stuff down here? Huh? Is that cool? Like, you guys were waiting, weren't you? Look at that stuff. This is just whipped out in an hour and a half. So, good on us. IrishWrestlePodcast.com, at 3 Irish Boys, hashtag TIW Mafia, as well as hashtag WNS Wrestling News Source. So, again, there's my boy. I'm going with Corbin, man. I'm all over it. Hoping he wins. Women's match. Sasha? No, you're not there. Sorry, JP, we do not get to hear JP say Oscar or Shaner or Nair or Daner or Camilla or Sasha. So, women's Money in the Bank: Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Carmella. Asuka, again, like the men, Asuka was the first to qualify, I believe. Man, I got so much wrestling in my brain right now. I'm trying to remember, and I've got notes here. I believe Baszler won that same night. Sarah Logan was the one that she basically beat to hell. Stoppage, I think, was what it was. Jax was dominant, or I don't know, man. Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, these are always going to be some of my favorite because I'm a Japanese. I'm just that type of a wrestling fan. So I don't know, and I miss Kairi Sane, I miss Io Shirai, I miss all of that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Brooke defeated Naomi. Evans, Semper Fi, former Marine, earns her way there. So unlike most, I am going to go. I don't even. Did I forget somebody? Oh, Carmella. Sorry, slipped my mind. I'm sorry. I was already on my winner of Lacey. Lacey's for me. Lacey's got this hand down. That's just from a Mark's perspective and a former Marine. So get over it. The hardest part for me is like there's a production part and there's a when you talk part where like that graphic should have came up with the women's part and it didn't. So that's why we go by Technical Issues Weekly. So now when I go ahead and move on to the Universal title and then I transition that, perfect. Did you see how that? Man, getting there. Bray Wyatt, or what others would call Bray Wyatt, right? I mean, that's what he is. Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I'm glad that Braun has the belt. I'm glad he's got the strap. I really am. When I get done with this, I'm going to run through why I think there's a solution to missing the WWE Universe and how the WWE Universe could become more of a part of this portion of it, I guess. So Strowman filled in for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, if you can remember that. Took out Goldberg to win his first world title, so that's cool. Taking out the big man. At the same time, Wyatt defeated Cena in the surreal Firefly Funhouse match on the first SmackDown. Is that right? Yeah, Wyatt. Okay, a former member of the wife. Right? Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Sorry, it's my earpiece again. I'm sorry. After the WrestleMania, he wanted Braun Strowman, so that's basically. They call it a place bearer, is really what that is when things go awry and things don't happen, you take a guy that can handle it for whatever, carry the strap, doesn't really need it, and then hand it off to the next guy. So, I don't know. Strowman defending his title against Wyatt, that's still going down. As far as I know, I'm a huge Braun Strowman fan, so I'm just going to go with Braun on this one. SmackDown Women's Title Match. Bayley. I'm a Bayley fan all day long. I do Tamina. Fan of Tamina's. However, I'm neither here nor there when it comes to her. Nia Jax and Tamina, I think, should just remain a tag team for a while. I think that would be the best thing for them. I am not a buyer. I can't buy into Tamina's individual nor Nia's just because of how unrefined and I don't know. I'm a purist. It's just what I am at heart. Is I'm a purist, and when work is sloppy, and sometimes it's more difficult depending on your athletic ability to perform it. That's why I'm a fan of Bailey's or Io's or any of that. I'm not saying that it's anything other than that's my preference, and I just don't see Nia or Tamina at any point in time having a single strap with the verbal ability to carry it. It just doesn't happen. Bailey struggles as it is. Most of the female division struggles as it is. Happy to see it's for you, Rucker, down in NXT for now. Don't know what she needs to do to build up her next following or flock, whatever you want to call it. But again, I don't see Bailey dropping the strap here. Just as a mark, I can't see it on Tamina unless you're going to try and really develop an over-the-top heel that is a heel for everybody, and just wants everybody to dislike her. Then this is Bailey hands down for me. WWE champ, we got Drew McIntyre and Seth the Man. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'm not a big Drew McIntyre fan. I think he's still amazing, still an amazing force to be reckoned with. But I just want to see longer runs with the belts and longer things happen. Just me. Just how I am. Can't put it any other way than that. I don't know, man. Okay, here you go.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with... sorry.
From the top.
For over 75 years...
Keep it together.
What are you doing there? Stop making me
Geico,
laugh.
saving people money for over 75 years.
Seth, earlier tonight we were talking about how 5 months into your pro wrestling career you faced AJ Styles. That was 15 years ago. AJ Styles won that match, but how much of a satisfying victory was it tonight here in front of the entire WWE Universe, retaining your Universal Championship?
That's what I want to see more of.
Compare apples to oranges, it's the same.
Apples to oranges, folks.
It's not, we've evolved so much over the years, learned in our own ways, through our own paths, our own sacrifices, and we're so similar in a lot of ways, but also so very different, and it made the matchup extra special, knowing our history, but also knowing how different we are, how much respect we have for each other.
Here's the thing, is I respect Drew McIntyre. I respect him. I respect where he's at. I respect what he has given to the business. I respect what he's given to everything as far as the WWE is concerned and as far as pro wrestling is concerned. But here's the deal. I want to see more Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Bring up Finn Balor with AJ again, and just can we just click it up a little like that, old school, but new? If you want to bring this to the next level, then you got to start clicking some things up, like you had to a while ago. There's no more clicks anymore, and this click stuff needs to happen more. Just saying. I'm glad Kofi and the boys got that going. Huge fans. The Bootios. Whew. Anyway, let's just finish that.
The last few weeks have been difficult with AJ, looking up to him as I grew up and kind of having to deal with what I took as a bit of disrespect. But at the end of the day...
Disrespect.
In retrospect, I feel like maybe he was preparing me for tonight. Maybe he's trying to light an extra fire under me, and for everyone that watched the match, they saw that that's exactly what happened. He brought his A game, I brought my plus game. So on tonight, I was better.
A game and plus game. It's that's a respect thing. If you listen to that, one more time, just listen.
Plus game. So on tonight, I was better.
Hold on. Play it back.
Watch the match, they saw that that's exactly what happened. He brought his A game, I brought my plus game.
Do you see that? He brought his A game, I brought my plus game. Meaning that at any point in time, AJ, that's just Seth, man. He's just humble to me on levels that I don't know. People think he's disrespectful. The stuff they EW and the stuff that no, it's not disrespect. He's making a statement, and that's just where I am too. Like I don't watch AEW. Sorry guys, I don't watch it. I just don't. I don't have the time. Maybe in a year or two, I'll be able to go back and invest, a couple weeks to go and revisit it. But I've seen it all. I have, and I support these. I support them in the independent scene, whether it's buying T-shirts or, sending people to shows, whatever it is we need to do. At Autism316, by the way, if you guys don't know, you'll see it right down there now. Wrestling Autism is something that is near and dear to my heart, JP's heart. Nicholas Adams, which was one of the founders of this, where we did some really cool things, raised some money and did some cool things for autism and raising autism awareness. So that's it, folks, right there. That's the little logo. It's at Autism316. I'm going to go ahead and hide that real quick. Should not be any copyright infringement whatsoever, but just, whatever. It's there. Whatever, I don't care. I like it. Anyway, I'd like to see the Monday Night Messiah with a belt again. I like that. It's my preference. Will always be my preference. That's it. Do I pick him? I don't know. Do I not? I don't know. Yeah, McIntyre retained. McIntyre's belt. It's his belt. I agree. It's my ear. You guys think there's somebody in there, but there's really not. It's just my own head. Fatal 4-Way. So this is actually going to be, I think, probably one of the better matches of the year, considering the circumstances. I mean, New Day, Forgotten Sons, Miz and Morrison, Lucha House Party. Awesome to see the Lucha House Party there. Yes. Huge fans of the Lucha. I don't know. Belts. You got to keep it on, right? I mean, it's New Day for me. Whatever. I think they retain. That's where it happens. Other than that, folks, I mean, that's really where it's at. Is we are now in the age of video, where we have the ability to do this and have a good time doing it with really cool people. So I told you I was going to share with you what I thought was the solution to this. So Chikara, if you guys aren't familiar with that, I'm a huge Chikara mark and have been forever. Wrestle Factory pumps out amazing talent. Drew Gulak, Cesaro are two that you will know right offhand. They have a point system, medals. So 3 points, you get to challenge. Open debate, and it's always been an open debate, is if you introduce that into the WWE, how it might affect either or rematches, abilities to rematch, competing against others with those medals or points, and if you defeat them, taking their points, and being able to cash those points in, saving points, like reserving them for stipulations. There's a lot of things that could really benefit both companies if they were able to take advantage of that without the WWE Universe able to participate per se. this lends a credence to those rematches and validity of, 3 points versus 3 points. You knock that guy off. Does he go all the way back to the end? You got 6 now. Do you bank 3 of those? Or do you cash all 6 in, which guarantees a rematch clause? There's a lot of options here. That's just me talking out my rear because I'm a mark. And that's what I do, and people don't like it, but that's why I love it. I don't know, folks. If you do enjoy the video, I'm sure you will begin to see more of this. Not mainly from us, but more from some of the guys behind the ropes. They've got some interviews from about 20 XT stars that we're going to be able to go ahead and try and throw out there. And always remember, the joyous wolf is in your heart. See you guys soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me. My friends, Joyous Wolf. Wrote a review on them for Power Metal. Put me if you're interested. This is Mother Rebel.